Okay, welcome everybody to another Modern League. Going to play some more Hollow One through today. This is well, it's mostly mono red. We have a splash of green essentially for a couple of sideboard cards and Vengevine. Not that we intend on casting Vengevine that often, but yeah, it does happen. So this is a lot more aggressive than the black red version that I was playing before. So the ability to put a load of Vengevines into play as early as turn 1. I mean, yeah, you'd have to do quite a lot to put them into play turn 1. Maybe not, but you know, we're putting the opponent under a lot more pressure, a bit less grind power than the other one, so, and a bit maybe a bit less sort of pre-sideboarded with no things like Doughty Voidwalker. But we are running 7 of the aggressive creatures, so we've got 4 Flameblade Adept and 4 Mako. Not the easiest to see here. Let's just shift some stuff around. So we have a lot of the really strong 1-drops. No Nethergoyf obviously, so we're running Flameblade Adept as the essentially Mako 5 through 7. Obviously not as good. You don't get the counters, and it doesn't have cycling. It's a 1/2, so potentially can come up if you're against things like Orcish Bowmasters. And it does have menace, so you know, one isn't strictly better than the other, but Mako is going to be better in most senses. Then we're doing the same thing with Hollow One, so we've got, you know, Burning Inquiry, Goblin Lore, Faithless Looting as ways to try and power that out. But we also have Blazing Rootwaller, which you can, if you discard it, you can you can cast it for free. So 1 mana, 1/1 with, you can pay a red and give it +2/+0 until end of turn. You can only do it once per turn. And obviously the key difference is the inclusion of 4 copies of Vengevine. So this one, if it's in your graveyard, if you cast your second creature spell, it can be returned from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, for example, let's say turn 2, you go, I don't know, something like play Mako, looting, discard, Vengevine, Rootwaller, cast for free, which will then trigger your Vengevine from the graveyard. It's 4/3 with haste. So, we're also running some grind power. So we do have a couple of copies of Ox of Agonas, which you can cast from your graveyard by just paying double red and exiling 8 other cards. We usually put quite a lot into our graveyard. And you just go to your hand, draw 3 cards. So good to top deck, sometimes good to just discard, you know, a load of Phoenixes, Vengevines, whatever. Sideboard, I've gone for the same a similar sort of layout. So I've got 4 copies of Leyline of the Void, a couple of Dismembers against pesky Ketramoses and things, some Anti-Storm in Ancient Lizard, Magebane Lizard, a couple of Ancient Grudge, which is really good against artifact decks. We're able to flash it back if it's in our graveyard, 3 Sweepers, and some Picker Poison. So these are an interesting inclusion. I was looking around at a couple of lists online to see what the consensus was. I think this is obviously really good against things like Rest in Peace or Leyline of the Void from the opponent. So I think the best answer for 1 mana. So yeah, going to give this a go. We've started a new league here, we can see. So try and get our name on the leaderboard. Big thanks to everyone for tuning in. Hope everyone's doing very well wherever you're watching from today. Going to do my usual plug for my Manatraders code and affiliate link, which I'll put in the description below. If you are interested in getting into Manatraders, or Magic Online, I should say, I can highly recommend them, and the code below will get you 40% off in your 40% back in your 3rd month of subscription to Manatraders. So obviously I get a little bit of a kickback as well. So if you are interested, please do consider using those. And Magic Online can be a bit daunting to start, so do leave a comment if you want any advice on doing that. But yeah, I think for now, let's just get into round number 1. Right, interesting hand here. If this was a untap land, this hand would be really good. We could go for tap land on one. I could try and cycle into one. No, I think we'll. Yeah, this hand would be really good if that was the case. But okay, so this hand is a lot better. I think I'm going to. Yeah, we'll keep it. What are we putting back? I think it's either Street Wraith or a land. I think it's just Street Wraith. Then we're going to lead on. I mean, the absolute nuts here is obviously going Burning Inquiry. Could looting. We could wait this turn. Go next turn. Go looting. Hollow. No, that doesn't work. So yeah, the absolute nuts here is we go discard land or discard some cards. Keep discard Vengevine. Keep these two in hand. Cast both, and then trigger our Vengevine. But well, we've done even better. This is possibly the best possible. This is possibly the best turn I've ever had. So turn one, we are putting 16 power onto the field. Yeah, and the opponent just concedes. Actually, it was worth. So it's worth seeing what the opponent discarded because they're on the living end. So yeah, we do get to see that from Burning Inquiry, Bloodbone Marauder style living end. So that's interesting to note. Yeah, that's. I don't think I've ever had a Hollow 3 before, but yeah, 3 Hollow ones and putting a Vengevine into play. Not many decks are going to come back from that. Right, so we want all of these ley lines. I think that's probably it. And then what we're cutting, so cut these lightning bolts. And Burning Inquiry is an interesting one because obviously they want to discard a load of cards. I think Ox maybe. Is Ox a bit slow? No, let's take out a Goblin Lore. Right, so now this hand is very good. It's possible we're meant to mulligan for a Leyline of the Void, but we can go Mako into Burning Inquiry. Then this can attack for 4. I think I am going to play a land next turn. Opponent bins Endurance. Okay. 2 mana. Rumble. Okay. Bounding Crisis. So this is probably also it's sort of living end. It's probably Splinter Twin as well. Okay, opponent's mountain cycling. So next turn I get Thundering Falls, which is interesting. Okay, find another land. I think I'm just going to go land. Fetch a basic mountain. Let's cast Burning Inquiry. Okay, the opponent has the force, unfortunately. Kind of leaves us with not a lot going on. Okay, they do have to surveil though. They put an Architect of Will into the graveyard. Oh, but they, yeah, because it's 2 mana, so Cascade into Living End, and we'll concede to that. I suppose we should see what they brought in. So it is Splinter Twin in addition to Living End. So let's just concede here before they get to look at our library with Architects of Will. So, how much do we want to play around the Splinter Twin combo? I think these Oxes aren't great. I think having a couple of bolts might be fine. I think that's probably okay. Yeah, this is fine. Well, I think I'm going to keep it and go turn 1 land Burning Inquiry. If they have force, it's a problem. Don't know, maybe I'm relying too much on this Burning Inquiry to fix all of our problems here. Right, so we'll put a ley line into play. I think I am going to just play my Burning Inquiry. If they force it, they don't. Okay, we don't have a great deal going on here. We have a looting in the graveyard. What did they get rid of? They got rid of Force, Rumble, Krasis. I don't think I meant... Okay, Hollow 1. So if we go... Play the land. Do we cast this? Do I cycle here? Next turn if we find a land. This is kind of rough. I kind of want to keep this. I think I'm just going to cycle the Hollow 1. Because we want to hit a land. Just not putting them under any pressure. Maybe I should have mulliganed this hand. But, yeah. Let's go cycle. Okay, we find a land. Okay, so Burning Inquiry. So we could go Burning Inquiry, we could go looting. I think I'm just going to go looting. Uses our mana. Okay, they force that. Okay. They got 5 cards in hand. Hopefully they haven't got Bounding Krasis Splinter Twin. Okay, draw Flame Blade at it. So, I guess we go exert this for haste. Play Flame Blade Adept with haste. Burning Inquiry, paying this red. Looks like they might have the Krasis. Okay, so I think they're gonna tap our Flame Blade. Okay, so we do get to at least put a Vengevine into play. What did they discard? No Splinter Twin, which is a bit worrying. So yeah, we'll put a Vengevine in. Then we'll attack with Vengevine. But yeah, I think this is just going to be a tad too slow. They don't block. So they need untapped land, Splinter Twin, just wins the game. There's the untapped land. Surely not. Yeah, okay. Well, don't know, maybe I should have mulliganed that hand. I think we kind of didn't have any pressure. Like, that was turn 4. We have draws that can kill on turn 4. We Burning Inquiry. The opponent didn't discard the Splinter Twin. They may have had multiple in hand, I suppose. But I don't know. I think that's fine. Still had the best turn one I've ever had, so we'll take that. And yeah, move on to round number 2. Right, we're on the draw here. Easy mulligan with no lands. I mean, it's got 2 Vengevines. Sure, let's try this. I'm going to bottom the lightning bolt, I think. I'm going to need a little bit of help from this Faithless Looting. Okay, lots of artifacts here. And a turn 1 Emery. So actually I think I'm just going to bolt that. Repeal. It's a lot of interaction. Okay, turn. Okay, so no, I'm just gonna take a. It's annoying to have to take a turn off, but I think it is worth bolting the Emery here. I wonder if, I don't know, maybe that was wrong because as a Saga's probably going to get some graveyard hate. Okay, let's cycle a Street Wraith. Find Mako. So I think I'm going to Mako here. Or do we just risk a looting? So if we go looting, find. I think I'm going to lead with Mako. Just become quite large next turn if we go at looting into Inquiry or something. And I'm a bit worried of the opponent going and getting. I guess like can't really play around it though. If they go and get, I guess Grafdigger's Cage is really bad. Sadly, we haven't got Meltdown in this configuration. Okay, there's a 6/6 coming in. They have got Shadow Spear. Another looting. So I think we just go looting. Hopefully find a land. We don't find a land. Scarred Vengevine. Make a 3/3, but these are 12s and they get to equip. Okay, we can go ahead and concede there. So, Ancient Grudge and Pick Your Poison. Ancient Grudge, Pick Your Poison, maybe Dismembers. I think Trimmer Lore. Maybe Trim the Bolts. Do we want these? They're good against Emery. They're probably playing Tamiyo, but is that the game we want to be playing? Don't think so. I think we just want to be killing them quicker. Right, yep. And yeah, that sounds good. If they lead on Saga again, we can make them sacrifice it. Next turn. Oh, actually, next turn. I wonder if I want to actually go. I want to cast something here. So we could go looting. I think I'm just going to go Mako. Like, triggering Vengevine next turn isn't the easiest here. We don't have to cast some of these though. Pick Up Poison also kills Tamiyo. Okay, they bauble us. Okay, find a land, which is nice. So let's go, we'll lead off with a looting. Okay, definitely Vengevine. Okay, we'll go Vengevine, Rootwaller. Then we can go cast Hollow One, trigger Vengevine. cast. Put a load of counts on there. We'll go and get a basic mountain here. Cast this for 1 mana. Trigger the Vengevine. Yep. So attacking for 7 on turn 2 is pretty good. Okay, they have a push. Next turn, I don't know, it depends what they do. If they go Saga, we can just pick your poison it. Okay, they have a 2/2. Could make them sack the artifact. Might do that, don't know. Let's just do whenever you cast an historic pill, draw a card. So they have 1 mana here. I think They repeal their own Mox Amber. So they draw a load of cards. That's quite cool. They don't play it again. So Street Wraith. I think I'm just, yeah, I think I am going to cycle that because we want more cards in the graveyard for Ox potentially. There's a land. I think I'm going to play the land and then just go Burning Inquiry. So if we discard the Ox, we might be able to play it this turn. Okay, we do discard the Ox. So let's go Mountain. I guess I should attack first. Do we care about this blocking? No, I think I'd rather just Ox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, it's like loads of cards. We have exactly enough as well. Done. Here's the Ox. Discard our hand. Okay, next turn we get to put 2 Root Wallers into play. Okay, opponent's at 6. They're drawing a lot of cards, but they need a way out of this. Next turn, yeah, we just lead on Faithless Looting, go from there. Oh, they didn't replay the amber. Okay, this only triggers once each turn. Okay, that makes sense. So it can't be blocked, but we're at a healthy 14 life. If we draw Arena of Glory, we'll probably just Arena of Glory both of these Blazing Root Wallers out. Okay, opponent concedes, so can deal with what we were doing there. Again, now that we've seen that card, I just don't think that's the game we want to play. I think we just want to be putting them under a load of pressure. These often can't deal with the constructs, which I think are the biggest threats. Okay, we have another Pick Your Poison. Yeah, this is okay, because we get to go Mako in and then cycle Street Wraith. And Street Wraith is 5 CMC for Detective Phoenix as well. Okay, looting. Yeah, looting's nice, but we're going to lead with Mako. Next turn we can go looting, discard Phoenix, Root Waller. Well, unless we draw. Unless we draw Vengevine. Opponent puts one on top. Spell Bomb. Okay, Spell Bomb's annoying. So I guess we could just go pick your poison, make them sacrifice an artifact. I actually hate that. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact. So yeah, we'll just get rid of the Spell Bomb. They'll probably draw a card. But then we get to... Okay, so let's cycle here. Okay, not the best draws, but we'll go play Arena, looting. I'm not putting them on Force of Negation. Okay, he says, immediately gets forced. So yeah, we'll attack. I guess we'd rather have a Faithless Looting Force than our Phoenix. Next turn we can go play Rootwaller, bestow Phoenix, pump it. Okay, that's interesting. We did see them discard subtlety. They have missed a land drop. That's pretty good as well. Okay, so let's go land. Which one do we want to cast? I guess this is more damage this turn. No, it's not, because... Okay, so let's go give stuff haste. Go adept. Mako. Bestow. I'm going to bestow this. Oh, which one do we want to put it on? I'm going to bestow on the Mako because this is harder to block. So I want to get this done now because we saw Graveyard Hate from the opponent. I suppose we could have gone Rootwaller. With haste as well. No, I think that's fine. Maybe we should have hasted the Rootwaller instead. Okay, they repeal the Mako. Looking to draw cards, I think. So we could cycle this. I actually don't mind cycling here. I could put an extra point of damage through this turn. Okay, find another Arena of Glory. Let's go land. Attack. So we really want to find the Ox this turn. Sorry, next turn. That would be the best draw. Like going Arena of Glory, make a 4/2 with haste that discards our hand. They may have subtleties and stuff in hand. Okay, Opal is fine. That's probably their draw for turn. Okay, they find Emery, which is okay. They mill some stuff. Gonna fetch here. We don't have a Surveil land, so let's get the Stomping Ground. It's just rubbish. But we'll exert, cast this, give it haste. Well, it's got haste. I guess we'll just play another fetch land, get lands out of the deck. Opponent could block, I guess. Okay, they do block. But yeah, still worth doing. We have another arena in hand. Opponent's been pretty unlucky, obviously. Got opposite problems. They've drawn no lands. We've drawn pretty much only lands. Okay, another Emery is okay. They can't block either of our things with Emery. They do have a land here, so it might be push. Guess it could be repeal. Well, that's a very good draw. So let's go exert this. Give it haste. Hopefully I haven't got subtlety. This will trigger the Flameblade Adept. We only discarded one, which is a bit annoying for this hollow one. Okay, so crunch in. Arena of Glory is a real, like, really good card. Okay, opponent blocks the Ox. Wonder if they do have Fatal Push. They shocked in, so they must do. Yeah, push there. They go to 2. They have nothing on board. We're able to haste a hollow one next turn. Which we will do. Not going to mess around with anything else. Used to see a lot of play in Dredge. Okay, well, yeah, sometimes you just got to hard cast the Ox. Yeah, we'll play round 3. Right, be on the play here. Yeah, this is good. We can go turn 1 Mako, turn 2 probably looting. Don't know, it depends what we draw. Because Goblin Lore pumps this up, but we don't have much going on. Yeah, we'll see what we draw. It's probably just looting. A bit more control over what we draw. Okay. So yeah, Mountain Mako, and then evaluate once we've seen our draw. If we draw nothing of note, let's say we draw another land, then yeah, not sure. Maybe it's just Goblin Lore to use our mana. Overgrown Tomb. Well, that's just a tap land. Draw. Okay, here's another land. So let's go Arena of Glory. Trouble with looting. Let's say we go looting. We won't be able to do a Phoenix, but I think this is fine. I think I'd rather do this. So let's put Phoenix, Goblin Lore in the graveyard, then play Mako. So the thing I'm worried about is Orcish Bowmasters from an Overgrown Tomb deck. Like if they just go land, go, untap land, go, freaking tower, we probably can't. Maybe I should just Burning Inquiry. Okay, they don't do that, which is good. Mere Retriever. Okay, some sort of shenanigans going on here. People are trying all sorts at the moment. So I think here we're just going to go land. Is it to even play the land? Probably not. Probably just going to go. Okay. I think I do play the land because. Yeah, I think we want the land. Let's go Goblin Lore. Yeah, we'll cast that one. Pump these up. Then we could go Burning Inquiry again, which I quite like. We mill over an Ox. So we now have a 9/9 and a 7/7 attacking. On turn 3. That's 16 damage, which should put the opponent to 1. Rumble with tower is cool. Make 2 black from a spawn. Next, okay, they don't block, which is a bit scary. They go to 1. So Scrub Trawler, whenever this creature dies or another artifact you control is put to a graveyard from the battlefield, you can return stuff from the graveyard, and they have the Retriever as well, giving me flashbacks from KCI days. Okay, they have a basic. See what they do with it. Guess they could have something like Damnation, but that doesn't save them because we have the Ox in the graveyard that we're able to give haste. Yeah, Arena of Glory is kind of messed up. I think this is the card that pushed Gigantha over the edge. Just having a, at some point in the late games, having a 5/5 with haste. Right, opponent plays the Sibsig Ceremony. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less. Whenever a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy that creature, then create a 2/2. So they can cast. Whenever a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy it. So. Is this going infinite? They cast Market Backwalker. Oh, so this is now. This is infinite zombies. Because they cast Mere Retriever, get back Mere Retriever. They're not drawing cards though. What's Market Backwalker? When this creature enters, draw a card for each. They're not drawing cards, so they can do this as many times as they like, but we have a Detective's Phoenix in the graveyard, so our things have flying, just able to fly over the top of these. Unless they have like a Convoke spell, but I don't think so. I'll let them do it, and then when they pass to our turn, we'll. I don't know whether to say in the chat. So I don't know if they've got another plan for this. Like, okay, well, I'll. They've made enough now, surely. But yeah, cool combo. Gonna want to bring in our Leyline of the Voids, I reckon. Right, just before I could, yeah, I was going to say something, but the opponent has now stopped making their zombies. But I mean, we just go Detective's Phoenix on one of the Makos, exile we'll do another one just in case. Okay, I think the opponent did miss that we just had the Phoenix in the graveyard. But yeah, they they make infinite tokens, but we get to haste them. Should have seen if that was enchantment. What was it actually called? Sibsig Ceremony. Not a card I've seen, I have to say. The Sib. It is an enchantment. Okay. I don't think, though, we necessarily want to bring in Pick Your Poison, just because they're only going to play it when they can go off, I think. So Leyline of the Void seems like a winner. Trimmer Lore. Trim an Ox, maybe. Oh, we can trim a load of bolts. Is the first Pick Your Poison better than the third Lore or the second Ox? Or the first Bolt? Or Ancient Grudge, like we did see a lot of artifacts. They're on Rumble. I think just the Ox. I think I like having access to that. Okay, see. Okay, double Leyline of the Void. I think this hand's a trap. No, we just haven't. We haven't got any pressure. So this hand is similar. Haven't got any of our aggressive one drops. We don't have a hollow one. This is better. Okay, so we'll keep. We want to go turn 1 looting, turn 2 put back inquiry. We want to be casting this. So if we go if we just pass the turn on turn 1, doing nothing, and then go turn 2 looting, cast Mako. I think that's what we want to do. Obviously, if we draw a land, we might be able to do something different. That we could consider casting Mako here, but I think I'd rather sort of guarantee putting Vengevine into play. Like this, the sequencing in this hand is going to be really awkward, because we have to, if we don't find a land, we have to looting before Mako. It's really annoying. Sacrifice a permanent, you gain 1 life. Okay, so we are going to want to bring in Ancient Grudge. Okay, find a land. So just go Stomping Ground. Oh, why do I want to do that? Okay, shouldn't have actually. Yeah, shouldn't have actually done that. Didn't need to shock in there. Maybe I should have just played the Mako. Actually, playing the Mako. I don't know. Next turn, I want to go looting. Mako looting Rootwaller. Like, build up a decent board. Opponent shocks in. So Rumble. Market back Walker. Okay. That's pretty good. Draw. Okay, Street Wraith isn't bad. So let's go land, fetch, mountain, Mako, cycle here so you get more info. Okay, faithless looting. So you get to discard 1, 2, cast the Root Waller, trigger the Vengevine. Second spell. Make that bigger. Attack for 4. Okay, opponent takes 4. I go to 13. Next time we don't have any amazing plays, although we can just flashback looting, cast a Root Waller. Or we could go... Never seen this card before. Is that from Urza's Saga? Yeah, Urza's Saga. So, yeah, they can block here. We could arena out a Root Waller. We'll see what we draw. A Phoenix would be quite nice. Okay, they do have the ceremony thing again. Okay, but nothing to do with it. Okay, Flameblade Adept. So we could go haste that and the Root Waller and pump one of the Root Wallers, which I think is what we're going to do. So let's go exert, cast this, cast this, and then we can attack and then only pump the one that's not blocked. If they choose to, if they in fact choose to block. Okay, they are blocking here, so I guess we'll just pump one of these. 3, 7, 8, 9 damage. Okay, they gain 1 life, draw a card. Oh, so yeah, so this is going to be some sort of, because what was it last time? Oh, Mere Retriever is going to, if they have 2 Mox Opals, or even an Opal actually. Oh yeah, I'm starting, you know how things sometimes just kind of come together in your mind. So this can pay for itself to gain a life. And then they keep bringing back Mox Opal with that Mere Retriever and stuff. They play another ceremony, but that doesn't stack because they're legendary. So yeah, there is an infinite life combo in here somehow. I think, yeah. It's going to be what they were doing last time, but with additional Mox Opal and this. Wouldn't be surprised if it were a Saga deck, although they do need triple black for this. So we get the win. Yeah, move on to round number 4. Right, on the draw here, gonna keep this. So this is a turn 1 hollow one. If we can draw from Street Wraith or looting a Root Waller, this is a turn 1 hollow one and Vengevine. Cycle first. Okay, find a land. So just gonna go land looting. Discard Vengevine land. Put a hollow one into play, pass it down. Next turn we get to go Mako, trigger Vengevine, attack for 8, and then the turn after Bolt, Burning Inquiry should just be probably lethal. Mako. Could be... I mean, they're against some sort of Eldrazi. I wondered if they were going to exile Vengevine from the graveyard. Attack for 8. And then, yeah, next turn we can just go Bolt them, Burning Inquiry. Looks like it is... Kozilek's Command. It's a bit surprised they didn't get rid of Vengevine from the graveyard. They go 2 on the bottom. Wonder if they're going to go land All Is Dust, but it doesn't kill Hollow One. We'll see, this lets them block. See what they have. Wouldn't mind finding a Phoenix. Okay, they go Labyrinth. So they could cast a 7-mana spell. Okay, they put Emrakul, the Eon's Torn underneath. Okay, so this is probably like through the breach. Null Drifter. Okay, so you go Null Drifter, draw 2. Got 4 cards. Okay, untap, draw. We draw a Foothills. So let's just go Bolt them, Burning Inquiry them. Not going to play a land. Okay, no Phoenix, unfortunately. But we are still attacking for lethal. Well, all our creatures, 2 of our creatures are lethal. They can only block 2. Maybe we could have bolted one of these, I guess. Would have actually been more damage. Yeah, because now if they go block, Kozilek's Command, exile one of these. It's a bit of a pain. Well, I guess we bolt it, they just go... We bolt it, they do the same thing. They just exile one and make more, so I don't think it matters. I think throwing 4 at the opponent's face was better there. I guess they would have had to... That we bolt one of these, they make 2 more. I think it's actually the same. So yeah, better to throw it at the opponent's face. So they're going to Kozilek's Command. They go to 4 life. They're going to scry. So we need to fade like a big Eldrazi. They go 1 top, 1 bottom. So I guess I'd play the land in case they play something with Annihilator less than Emrakul. Don't know what that could be. Right. Yeah. Okay. No. So they could... I guess I'm going to Goblin Lore here, because if we manage to hit a Phoenix... Well, we do hit a Phoenix, which is nice. So let's go Mountain, bestow onto... Right, this is the highest Sibsig, so they got two, so they can actually exile this, but at least we... what's better? If they exile this, yeah, let's just go for this one. They're all lethal anyway. So we want to get rid of as few cards as possible. So Street Wraith, Burning Inquiry is good. So they need to have another Kozilek's command. So they go exile this, block. But yeah, I guess we wanted Hollow One exiled rather than anything else. They have to exile, make spawn. They could cast an Emrakul next turn. Could they? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, not quite. They could have done if they could keep these. We are struggling to get damage through. Oh, he's just gumming up the ground. Next turn we can go looting. Could cast a Null Drifter here, which blocking the Phoenix is obviously really annoying. We've got 2 cards in hand. I'm assuming this is through the breach of some description. 7 mana. They're probably playing... Oh, that's rough. So we need a any creature we can cast, essentially, because then we can Phoenix it. That's actually really quite good, I think, because we can go Burning Inquiry, hopefully put the Ox into the graveyard. And then if the Ox... Okay, so it is through the breach. Okay, this is great. So... Well, it's good. Okay, so we'll cast this. Okay, so we... Oh, right, actually... Let's cycle anyway. Let's cast the Hollow One, which triggers Vengevine. Then we put Phoenix. Have we got 2 Phoenix? No, only 1. So this has haste anyway. Let's go Phoenix on the Hollow One. Exile Street Wraith, Burning Inquiry. The other option is to go... yeah, the other option was to go Ox, hopefully find a land for the Phoenix, but that's quite greedy. Here, because we had the Hollow One, I might have done that if the opponent... if we hadn't found the Hollow One. Obviously that turn was really, really good. But if they were able to potentially go block or exile this... yeah, I think we would have probably gone for that. Right, so it's Eldrazi. We don't actually have too much here, which is odd. It's through the breach. I guess Ancient Grudge isn't bad. Lightning Bolt isn't great. Let's just go Bolt for Grudge and pick your poison. I think we just want to be faster. Well, what do we think of this? Goblin Lore, potentially putting these two. I think we're going to mulligan. The Street Wraiths could obviously be anything. This is okay. Let's go bottom the Root Waller. And then we'll go turn 1 Mako, turn 2 Mako cycle. So they'll have 2 3/3s at the bottom of turn 2. Opponent could be running things like Lightning Bolt. In which case, do we cycle, try and hit another cycler? I don't think so. Unless they have some sort of shock effect, like a Tarfire, but I can't imagine Eldrazi are playing that. Okay. If they go for Pithing Needle, so Pithing Needle can name Street Wraith, meaning you cannot cycle it. Okay, 3 mana stock up. Okay. So an Arena of Glory would be an interesting draw. Go Arena out this, cycle. We also wouldn't mind drawing Phoenix. There's quite a lot of good draws here. Hollow one would be good. Okay, Flameblade Adept. So that's not... You know, we could go... It's how many turns we want to wait is the problem. So we could just go shock this in, play the Adept. Maybe we are, because the trouble with this Flameblade Adept obviously loses the counters. Or we could go cycle. I think I'm going to... Trouble is we're always kind of a turn behind. We miss out on some damage there, but next turn we can go cycle. Hopefully it isn't just, if it's just through the breach, then we're just dead. Depending on what it is, of course. It is through the breach. Turn 3, Ulamog with Annihilator. Why does it get... Because I spell, I haven't cast it. Greatest mana value among cards in exile. Oh, but they've got these in exile. Okay, sure. Not much we could have done about that anyway. I mean, we were drawing absolute rubbish off the Street Wraiths. Okay, I think just going quickly again is probably the way. I was very confused there for cards in exile, but of course they were under Ugin's Labyrinth. Right, so we're really relying on lootings here. Do a turn 1 looting. I think we want an aggressive creature on turn 1. This sounds like a lot of air. I think I'm going to mulligan. This is a lot better. Keep this. What am I bottoming? So we're going to go turn 1. We want both lands. I think I'm just going to bottom the Ancient Grudge because it's not guaranteed to be good. I guess if they go Talisman, going turn 2, Faithless Looting, kill it. So here we're going to go turn 1 Adept off of a Fetch and Shock. Adept. Pass. Then next turn we can go Inquiry. Actually, looting into Inquiry, which will make this hit for 6. I guess they could have Dismember. Okay, another Adept is cool. Again, we're at that point where it's how much. I think I'm going to play the land. Oh, we could. I guess we could haste it and play the looting. Yeah, I quite like that, I think. Haste. Or do we just Burning Inquiry? 3 extra damage. No, I think I'd rather have control over what we're doing. Well, that's a really good hit. Because we can go discard this and this. These all get huge. Trigger the Vengevine. Yeah, I mean, we did well there. Attacking for... What's this? 10 on turn 2? Next turn we can Burning Inquiry. Yeah, I mean, we've had some very good turn 1s. Okay, so they could have, they must have, I suppose they must have Kozilek's Command. Okay, so let's go Burning Inquiry. These do have Menace though. Right, opponent just actually concedes. I think, yeah, they just had nothing. Even if they had, let's say they had exile, let's say exile this, make a blocker for this. We're hitting them for 4. Yeah, they just couldn't come back. I guess if they'd gone Kozilek's Command, make a blocker, then second Ugin's Labyrinth, exile something big through the Breaches, but hopefully unlikely. So yeah, that's good. We're 3-1. Let's play the 5th and final round. Right, on the play here for round number 5. And yeah, this is good. Gonna keep this. So we can go turn 1 Adept, turn 2 probably just Faithless Looting. I'll just fetch a basic for now. Flame Blade. Yeah, decent hand. Next turn we get to go looting, discard, Rootwaller Phoenix. Looting. Let's draw another land, ideally. They force of negation our Faithless Looting, which is quite rough. So that means this is probably Frog or I don't know. Bloodstained Mire is a. I guess yeah, there could be any black fetch. Wonder if they just have a push. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty rough. Probably, I don't know, it depends what we draw now. Okay, there's the Frog. Okay, land is good. So let's go land. Could go Rootwaller. No, I'm just going to Goblin Lore. Goblin Lore is card neutral. Hopefully they don't have another force. Want to get these through before Bowmasters as well, preferably. Okay, so we do discard a Phoenix. We've drawn another Phoenix. Cast this one. Pass the turn. Nothing else really going on at the moment. This coming turn, we'll probably just I'll be blocking the frog is the question. If they give us the opportunity to block the frog, I'm going to block it. Well, actually, is that the case? They got 3 cards in hand. No, I think it's better to just give them card, keep a threat out, because if we want a Phoenix, we need to have something to bestow it onto. Okay, so that's okay. That actually changes things. So let's go bolt here. See if they start counterspelling. Okay, force of negation. So now if we go bolt, they discard 2 cards. I think that's fine. Okay, so we just made them discard a load of cards. They have 1 card left. We know it's quite good. I think I'm just going to bestow the Phoenix, though. Get rid of Street Wraith, Flameblade Adept. So we got 3/3 frog, 3/3 frog. Yeah, so we can bestow another one this turn potentially, or we could just cast one. I think I'm just going to go Burning Inquiry. Hopefully this isn't a Murktide, but it probably is. Okay, Thoughtseize. This is a weird one against the hand we've got. Obviously going to... I would imagine they take Burning Inquiry. Yeah, makes sense. We can't bestow, actually, so we can... But we can just cast. Hopefully the last card in the hand is not Murktide, but I think it probably is. Looking at it, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're going to make a big Murktide, and then we're just kind of stuffed. Okay. Another Arena of Glory. So that'd be 5. I guess we just cast one of these. I will play the Arena actually because we need to be able to pump the Rootwaller. Opponent's top decking. If they go for an attack, I will double block the frog. Okay. They're getting control of that. Just for science, I'll see if the Phoenix stays bestowed. It does. Yep. Cool. Very good draw. So, do we want Leyline of the Void? Probably not. Don't know. Is it? I think it's probably better than Bolt. Actually, I could run Dismember. I think Dismember's probably fine. Actually, Bolt. Yeah, keep the Bolt in for... Leyline of the Void is good, but it used to be really, really good when they were on Oculus, but I think it's less good now. Stops them Murktiding, but it doesn't stop them with Frog. It does stop them flying the Frog, but I don't think it's that good. Could consider Pick Your Poison. Sacrifice a creature with flying, but yeah, I think this is fine. Could consider the Lizard, I suppose, but they're keeping in so many pushes and stuff. Right, yep, beyond the play. So we've got Arena of Glory. Again, this is just kind of too slow because of Arena of Glory coming in tapped. And a mulligan. Yeah, we'll keep this one. I'm gonna bottom the. Is it just dismember? I think so. So let's go Mountain, Flame Blade. So yeah, we're just going for Hollow One next turn, when we can yeah, try and have more of a chance when our discard will also pump the Flame Blade at it. We'll cycle Street Wraith first. Ooh, Mako. Yeah, we'll play that one. I guess we have to fetch. It's going to fetch mountains. I think. Yeah, that's fine. So let's go Mako. Street Wraith. Or maybe I should have done that first. Well, we couldn't have done that first. We'll cast this. Okay, we do discard our Hollow One, unfortunately. But we draw another Dismember, which is nice. And we draw a Phoenix. We do get to attack for 5. We put a Looting into the graveyard as well. Okay, opponent shocks in. Goblin Lore. So obviously that's really good, but given that they shocked in, that just screams Bowmasters. So I'm actually just going to bestow onto here. Get rid of Hollow One Inquiry. I guess this is bad into push. Yeah, maybe I played too afraid of Bowmasters there. I probably should have bestowed on the Flame Blade. Yeah, it's just a push. It's unfortunate. Okay, so consider... They put Murktide into the bin. They put one on top from that. Frog. Okay, so now we just... I'm going to go for the Dismember here. I think. So we go Dismember the Frog, or try to. They'd have to discard a lot of cards. Or do we just wait to get in that? No, I'm just going to Dismember here. Well, I'm not convinced about this, I suppose. Like they have to discard 4 cards actually, leaving them with 1 card in hand. See if that's what they want to do. Well, they are discarding down by the look of it. So it did have Bowmaster. They had 2 Bowmasters. So yeah, we did well to play around that. So they now have 1 card in hand. Flameblade Adept does have Menace. Okay, so I'm just going to play the Lore. Hopefully they haven't got Spell Snare as their last card. Okay, we've mill over an Ox, which is nice. No, nothing else though. So let's go land. Attack for 4. Menace. I'll probably, yeah, we will be blocking with the Phoenix here. Because denying them cards is obviously very, very good. And we can just bring it back next turn. And it fetches to 7. So yeah, their having Menace was a big deal. Okay, opponent's attacking. Easy block. I mean, we could just block with the Mako. But the Phoenix will be... Oh, it is Spell Bomb. Should have played around the Spell Bomb. Just thinking about Spell Bomb. So, we've still got some good draws. Goblin Lore is good. Faithless Looting is actually really good. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's quite enough damage. Hopefully they haven't got Push as one of their last cards. Well, we're attacking with everything. Put them to 1. See if they can turn it round. They could have... something like Archmage's Charm again, to steal 1. I think we sided out the bolts. They're at 1, so we don't actually need to do anything here. Okay. So I'm not going to Faithless Looting yet. If they have Archmage's Charm, I think we're dead. Let's say they have a piece of spot removal. Again, it doesn't matter. They're at 1, so both our creatures are lethal. We don't want to Faithless Looting to put counters on stuff. They could have Bowmasters. Ah, it is Archmage's Charm. So now we're just dead, unfortunately. Because 5, they just discard everything to Frog. Yeah. That's annoying. Archmage's Charm, usually only a 1-of, I think. Okay, they can actually discard the Frog. That's quite cool. Okay. Yeah, GG's opponent. Maybe we should be Grixis for Frog. But yeah, deck felt good. It's very aggressive. You know, we had a lot more really aggressive starts with this version. I don't know which one's better, honestly. I guess it depends a little bit what meta you're going into. Don't know if like things like Leyline of the Void should be something else, but some people running Surgical or whatever. But yeah, really fun as usual to play. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Let me know if we could have done anything better. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you again next time. Cheers.